From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Oh, and you saw those band uniforms on tonight, and they were moving and moving and moving. I hope they all were hydrated. And tomorrow, if you're going to be inside because of the hot weather, we would love for you to check out our Facebook Live. I'm going to be speaking with meteorologist Aaron Reeves. He's one of our newest meteorologists to join our staff, and it should be a lot of fun. He's a local guy. He interned at Channel 6 many moons ago, and he is just a very active young man. We'd like to have the opportunity to introduce him to you, and we can do that tomorrow on Facebook Live, and you can check it out on newson6.com as well, and that's about 1:30. All right, something not so good this afternoon. We hit some very, very high ozone numbers around central Tulsa. We're in the 170s, 187 up around Skytook. This is very unhealthy air, very unhealthy. And so again, if you were, we mentioned this at 5 and 6, it'd be a good idea to stay inside, especially if you're in the central and northern sides. And the reason being is the fact that the ozone is very hard to tell. You can't tell because it's maybe a little hazy or something like that, but there isn't anything else. Tonight is cleared out, and so it's a lot better. Now, some of that nasty stuff that was over Tulsa has moved further north through Nowata and also into Craig counties, but it's not as bad. It's unhealthy for some, but it has dropped down below very unhealthy. So there is good news there if you're north. We thought this was pretty cool. This was said to one of our friends, Gary, up in Miami. He said, this came from my friend in California. He said, today's forecast? No, it's tomorrow's forecast. No, it could be this weekend's forecast. So make sure you don't burn your hands when you get into your car. That's about how bad it is. Man, 108 today. 10 years since we've been this hot. Pretty amazing. Not close to the record, though, and we'd like to keep the record away from us. 1936, the dirty 30s, drought, nasty stuff in the 30s, 113. But we are getting closer and closer to being in the top 10 for the most 100-degree days in July. We're at 13 right now. We get to 15, we're tied. That's going to be pretty easy because I have, I think, about out of the next 9 days, I have at least 7 or 8 that'll go to 100 before we get out of July. So we're going to be moving into the top 5. Today's high temperatures, unbelievable. Record-breaking in Oklahoma City at 110, 115 in Wichita Falls. The bread basket is burning right now, so we've got burnt bread across the bread basket. And we're about the only place that's super hot. I mean, the desert Southwest, which is a little bit more normal. The Northwest is dry and warm. And the northern plains is not quite as bad, but man, we took it hard today across the area. And to cool you off, we can go to Alaska. Highs there today, we're in the 40s to around 50 degrees. It's one way to stay cool. 56 in Fairbanks, I guess. And we're talking about tonight through tomorrow, this high pressure system that's causing the problem. Still around. We have a weak disturbance coming through. There's a few showers in western Oklahoma, but there isn't a whole lot going on. But at least there will be a few clouds tomorrow. Now, there is one thing of note for late as we go on into next week, not this week, but next week, that there is this dip right in here. This dip is going to be beneficial enough that we should knock our temperatures down to near normal to above normal, which would be 95 to 100 instead of 110. So that's our hope. And also there would be a little bit more of a boundary, so there is going to be a slight chance of a shower thunderstorm because we'll actually have a boundary near our area. So what that does is keeps us away from these crazy 15-degree above normal temperatures and puts us more down into a few above. 39 days since we've had any rain. As we mentioned, new burn bans have come in through Pittsburgh County, Haskell County, and these I'm sure we're going to see a lot more. And you see South Central Oklahoma having quite a few of those as well. And rain for the next 10 days. There's a few opportunities. So a few folks could pick up a few areas of rain. That would be welcome news, but it is still a very warm night. Still 99 in Stillwater and Enid, just to give you an idea. That is too doggone hot, and by morning there is a slight chance of isolated showers. We'll be in the 80s, and then during the day it is hot. One of our models says, hey, if you get the showers, you'll be down to around 90 to 95. That's our hope. 83 tomorrow morning. Isolated shower. Few isolated showers or thunder shower, mainly west-southwest of Tulsa. And then looking into the afternoon, unless we find too many clouds or a lot of clouds, it is another barn burner of an afternoon going on. We do see a few little drops, but overall it is not a whole lot of difference. So again, tomorrow, if you get a lot of clouds, you might make it down to 98 instead of 108. Good luck.